We're pivoting!
We have really big news for where we're going today. We just saw a manatee lift its head up over here. I never thought we would be doing that. And this next section is called the Miserable Mile.
Hi there! Hi!
Hi, we're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Ready to go for a dinghy ride?
The wind has finally calmed down here in Cayo, Costa, and you can already start to see a lot more of the water clarity. We've been rocking and rolling for the past one day. Yesterday we didn't film, but we did go to a little cove on, I think that island is South Punta Island or something like that. But we went to that island and kind of just sat around and watched the sunset. It was really nice as a break between the work. But now let's go and explore a little bit by dinghy, because as you guys saw in our last video, the state park is closed, but we heard of a little kind of honey hole, a little manatee hole, so we're gonna go try to find it. Oh.
Bye Pivot, we'll be back.
Yeah, we got this recommendation from Bill and Margie. They've given us a lot of tips for this area, and I can find it on Avionics. It looks like it's just tucked in between the mangroves and then poof. So we're gonna just, I guess, parallel the coastline and see what we can find. I think we found it. It's definitely an entrance to something. It's kind of like we entered a little oasis. We kind of came into a different world in here. It's like super calm. And this place is nicknamed Manatee Hole. So I presume there's manatees in here, but it's not quite clear enough for us to see. We just saw a manatee lift its head up over here. I think they come up for air every 3 minutes. In fact, Holly saw it first.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there's two.
Now, if you like manatees, make sure you go check out our Crystal River video where we went to the highest naturally dense location of manatees in the world, and the water was crystal clear. It was awesome, but it's kind of cool just seeing them out and about. What do you think, Ben?
Oh yeah, it's so cool. And I didn't really expect to see them here because I thought that they'd be at a spring with a natural water temperature at 72 degrees. But they're actually here. I think we spotted 3, maybe 4. So that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Now it's time to take out Ollie, let her do her business, and then get ready to go.
We have really big news for where we're going today. We just found out where we're going last night, which is not actually atypical for us, but it's big news.
Go.
How pretty. This area of Florida is really known for its shelling. You can find some really fantastic ones, so we've been trying to go out on as many beach walks as we can, just enjoying the region that we're in. And it is so beautiful here because it's closer to low tide. So when we came here our first day, it was much deeper. There weren't these really translucent, shallow, like kind of bodies of water as it's coming up on the sandbar. So it's just like really pretty, and the ecosystem here is just gorgeous. I wish we had had a chance to go explore the island and the other side of the island, but it is what it is. Gives us reasons to come back. That is a beautiful shell.
Yeah.
And
there's a conch inside.
that's crazy.
Yeah. It was kind of cool. It was like digging itself into the sand. That was really, really neat.
That is beautiful. But it's living.
It is living.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Good find.
Thanks. We're gonna let it be. Keep it here. Maybe watch it try and dig itself back in, but that was really cool.
Wow.
That was a great walk. A little dog walk, stretch our legs, get off the boat, look for some shells and some marine life. Now is really time to go.
Weigh anchor. It's a little rough out there. Did you see that out there?
Yeah. That was a great stop. We wish that Costa was open, but we understand due to the extenuating circumstances from the Hurricane Ian that they're kind of still rebuilding, cleaning up, doing whatever they need to do.
Making sure it's safe for us.
Yeah, making sure that it's safe for visitors. Hopefully we'll get to visit it another time. We were looking forward to it because it is only accessible by boat. Now you can take the ferry, I think it's like the state park system in Florida has a ferry that goes from, I'm not sure exactly where, to Cayo Costa, but it would have been nice to go in our own boat. We did go, we just had a very limited experience, but it would be nice to go again in the future.
Have to come back.
Yeah, we'll have to come back.
So you want to share the big news?
We're pivoting!
We're pivoting!
Shocker!
We have planned for the longest time since we started the loop that we'll finish our loop in Key West. And then recently we've been looking at the route some more, and it just seemed a lot more reasonable to finish in Marathon because it's much shorter to Marathon, you know, that much better of a weather window. Well, we're at the point where we're planning out that section and there are no good weather days for the next
week and a half?
I think week and a half. That's as far as our projected forecast will go. Nothing's good. Nothing's even like could be good. It's all basically more than 10 knots. And then some of the days are really bad. So it's open water cruising, and we choose to cruise open water when there's less than 10 knots of wind. So that being said, we could kind of take our time and just wait and then see what the forecast does. But we need kind of 3 good weather days to go to Marathon. We need one from Fort Myers to Naples, one from Marco Island to Little Shark River, and then one from Little Shark River to Marathon. You need more than one day, especially for a boat like ours that's trawler speed. So we're doing the Caloosahatchee River to Lake Okeechobee and gonna cross our wake in Stewart. And then we're still gonna go down to the Keys, but that'll be after the loop. But yeah, we're crossing our wake in Stewart in less than a week.
Wow.
Oh my God. I never thought we would be doing that. We literally talked about it last night. We're like, well, the forecast doesn't look good, so why try to shove it, you know, put a square peg into a round hole? Instead, let's just enjoy the loop and enjoy these new areas that, you know, we love canals, we love rivers. So why not just do that and enjoy it? And I'm super looking forward to it. I haven't even planned it. I just started looking at it yesterday and I'm like, wow, there's this town, this free dock, like, it's gonna be great.
So what that means is that we are not done with locks yet, which is great because we enjoy the locks. But we get, I think, 3, maybe 4 more locks to go. So that's exciting. And it'll be really good just because we're fair weather cruisers. We are pleasure boaters.
To have fun.
This trip is supposed to be fun. That's our kind of motto or our mantra for like the entire Great Loop. So if we're not going to have fun, which we would not have fun at over 10 knots of wind in 2-foot seas, that's not fun to us. So we're not going to do that. And I'm really happy with this pivot. I think pivot is pivoting at the last moment to come in and cross our wake,
yeah.
which is really exciting. Hi there!
This right here is Cabbage Key, which is a famous stop at a famous local restaurant. Ferries do run to the island if you want to go from the mainland. And they have a dock, a marina. We did consider kind of going there from Cayo Costa, but we're deciding to skip it today. But two of the looper boats that were in the anchorage with us are there right now. It's definitely not a protected marina because you get all this wakes from the channel, but not so bad, really. Oh my god! Jumping! Whoa!
I jumped, my friend! My friend! Hi there! Hi!
We have just started turning to port, which is up the Caloosahatchee River, almost. We're in the right direction. And this next section is called the Miserable Mile. Basically called that way because you're kind of going across a couple of the inlets and with all the boat traffic back and forth. So we're gonna do our best to cross everybody's wake bow on, and hopefully we don't get waked too bad. I was thinking today was the middle of the week, but it's Sunday and sunny. So probably one of the worst times to go through the Miserable Mile. But you know, that's what time we're here.
It's like the currents out in the great deep blue. There's a force that is occurring. It's pulling me to you. It's like the currents. It's like the currents.
To our starboard side over here, we have Sanibel Island, which was pretty devastated during the hurricane. And there was a bridge that was completely destroyed, and they've since rebuilt it. But it is interesting going through this area because on our port side, we've noticed a lot of the houses have a lot of blue tarps on them, or a lot of the roofs do. So it's just, even though we're pretty far away from them, we can still see a bit of the devastation and how the area hasn't completely healed since the hurricane. Not that we expected it to, but just some observations. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. That was amazing. The amount of boats that we had passed in the Miserable Mile, the mile actually it seems more like 3 or 4 miles, but the amount of boats that we had passed on a Sunday, I think it's any weekday, with good weather and sunshine, today was probably about 500 boats, and I'm not exaggerating. It was almost equivalent to Annapolis on another good weather day. Holy cow, like so many boats.
Yeah, as I was turning, I had to take a big, like kind of almost U-turn to get off the channel into like the approaching our anchorage. And like as soon as I turned, this boat behind us just gassed it, and there's a boat coming forward us a little bit further away that I was going to turn before, and I had to slow down to let the boat that gassed it around. And it's just like way too exciting. All right, anchor's down. We had to basically restart anchoring and redo it because our anchor fell basically upside down because I was still going a little forward when I dropped it. So when we backed down, it just kept dragging, and it's kind of soft mud here. So we just did it again. It had a great bite. Now we're gonna sleep good tonight.
Anchoring and loving it.
Real quick, we just released our first course, How to Anchor and Love It. We packed the course full of information that we learned over 2.5 years and 10,000 miles to help you anchor with confidence and enjoy your time on the water. We go over 5 steps to anchoring, how to find anchorages, anchoring etiquette, tips to anchoring with a dog, maintenance, those what-if scenarios, and so much more. We include over 2 hours of video modules, a workbook filled with guided questions, and a cheat sheet to keep at your helm. We also threw in our other new product, Great Loop Anchorages, with 600 plus anchorages and free docks along America's Great Loop. You can learn more at this link.
Just like that. It wasn't just like that. Jen's been cooking for hours.
Yeah, like an hour. I made us some black bean burgers, homemade black bean burgers, and we also have leftovers. We're gonna get to eat that tomorrow too. But they're black bean burgers. I have some Mexican cheese on mine, like an adobo chipotle aioli on top, and then we have like a Mexican slaw to go along with it.
Thanks.
And we are watching some YouTube, trying to unwind. Today, we're just so tired.
We got into this anchorage and proceeded to catch up with our good friends Nate and Alicia for 3 hours. We were on the phone with them, which was fantastic. And then the sun set, and it's kind of hot here. There's not a lot of wind tonight, which means it's a very calm anchorage, but it also means that it's hot on board pivot. So we're gonna take some time to relax, eat this delicious dinner, and hopefully it continues to cool off. Oh man, that was a delicious dinner, and we have an earlier morning tomorrow. We didn't end up taking all the way out tonight because we lost track of time, and luckily Ollie's doing a lot better with doing her business on the boat. So, and tomorrow we're gonna be starting the Okeechobee waterway.
I still find it really funny that we're doing this because we had no idea that we were going to be doing this.
We didn't even know what it was called, to be honest. We knew it was like Okeechobee, St. Lucie River, and then you have the Caloosahatchee River. So we knew all that, but we didn't know what it was called. The Okeechobee Waterway starts tomorrow.
So we hope you enjoy this final last leg of our Great Loop journey. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you tomorrow. It's like there's no wind in here. It's super calm. Ollie, get off! There's alligators in here, so we're trying to be extra cautious of Ollie sitting on the bow. Don't want her to fall in and disrupt an alligator. 2, 3, go ahead! Go ahead! Go ahead! Mush!